Poor baby. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. You're not sorry at all. I love it so much when you just send them to me. Yeah, I don't like buying your stuff. It makes me feel weird. Could you please send me one, though?
At first glance, Grant Amato did not look like a killer. He came from a respected family. His father was a successful businessman. His mother worked hard to support the household. His younger brother was admired and disciplined. Grant himself once worked as a nurse and appeared to have a stable future ahead of him. But behind closed doors, Grant was unraveling. What started as loneliness slowly transformed into a dangerous obsession with an online cam model he had never met in person.
Grant Amato is serving life in prison without parole for murdering his family. His mother, father, and brother were all gunned down in their Florida home on January 24th, 2019. State attorneys said Amato wanted more money to pay a Bulgarian beauty he met online, Sylvia Ventislavova.
And by the time his family realized how deep the addiction had become, it was already too late, and Grant's desperation ended in one of Florida's most shocking family murders. The Amato family appeared to have everything together. Grant lived with his parents, Margaret Amato and Chad Amato, along with his brother Cody Amato, in a large home in Chuliotta, Florida. His parents were very supportive, and for years, they tried desperately to help Grant get his life back on track. But underneath the surface, Grant's life was quietly spiraling out of control. After working as a nurse, Grant reportedly lost his job following allegations involving misconduct and theft of medication from a hospital. Investigators and court coverage stated that he was accused of taking controlled substances and then giving them to himself. That moment became a turning point. He withdrew socially, spent increasing amounts of time online, and eventually became consumed by a fantasy that would completely overtake his reality. At some point, Grant became obsessed with the Bulgarian cam model named Sylvie. To Grant, she wasn't just entertainment. He appeared to believe they shared a genuine emotional connection.
This is the woman here. Investigators say she's a Bulgarian cam girl who goes by the name Sylvie. Deputies believe Amato's relationship with Sylvie cost the family $200,000 as he bought her gifts like clothing and lingerie.
Investigators later revealed that Grant spent enormous amounts of money communicating with her through private cam sessions and messages. Thousands quickly turned into tens of thousands. Then, over $100,000 disappeared. Much of it allegedly came directly from his family.
The year before the murders, Amato spent around $200,000 on the alluring webcam model.
Grant reportedly stole money from relatives, drained family accounts dry, and continued sending cash despite their repeated warnings.
Meantime, today, jurors saw new videos and pictures of Grant's overseas cam girl, Sylvie. Prosecutors say she sent Grant hundreds of videos and pictures, many exotic, after Grant paid her more than $200,000 of his family's money.
His family tried everything. They confronted him, took away his electronics, and demanded therapy. Even after discovering the extent of the financial damage, they still gave him another chance. At one point, Grant's parents reportedly sent him to rehab for internet and pornography addiction.
According to investigators, the family was in turmoil. Amato's parents put him in a sex and internet addiction rehab clinic. Amato allegedly siphoned off thousands from them to pay for chats and buy gifts for a Bulgarian woman he met on an adult website.
But according to investigators, the obsession never stopped. It only escalated. The moment he returned home, he immediately went right back to contacting Sylvie. To Grant, she was more than just a cam model. She was the love of his life. His defiance caused the tension inside the house to reach a breaking point. By January of 2019, the Amato family was exhausted. Grant's behavior had become increasingly more destructive and unpredictable. The trust between him and his family was shattered, and according to reports, they had finally reached their limit. His parents allegedly confronted him one final time. No more money, no more lies, and no more online relationship. Investigators later revealed that Grant's family demanded he cut all contact with the cam model and start rebuilding his life. But to Grant, that online fantasy may have become more important than reality itself, more important than his own family. On the night of January 24th, 2019, everything collapsed. According to investigators, Grant brutally murdered his mother, father, and brother inside their home. Each victim had been shot in the head. Authorities later described the killings as cold and methodical. His brother Cody was reportedly found first, then his parents. The family home had transformed into a bloody crime scene.
Forensic investigators testified, saying the day Grant's family was killed, Grant tried to wipe his own brother's iPhone and even erase things from his dad's phone.
Were there any phone calls that were deleted from Chad's iPhone the 24th?
Yes, there were.
How many?
2.
And Grant's behavior afterwards immediately raised suspicion. According to reports, he allegedly attempted to stage the scene to confuse investigators, but detectives quickly noticed inconsistencies in his story. Then came the digital evidence, phone records, and numerous financial transactions. Hundreds of messages connected to the cam model.
This is just released body cam video showing the moment Orange County Sheriff's deputies took Grant Amato into custody at a hotel.
You're being cooperative, sir. We appreciate that.
The man accused of killing 3 family members seemed so docile, so meek. Law enforcement was looking for Amato because he was the suspect in the triple murder.
The investigation began painting a horrifying picture of obsession mixed with desperation. During questioning, Grant attempted to maintain his innocence, but investigators kept tightening the pressure. Prosecutors argued that Grant viewed his own family as nothing more than just an obstacle standing in the way of him and the fantasy life with Sylvie that he refused to let go of. The case captured national attention. People across the country were stunned by the motive, an obsession fueled almost entirely through the internet. Prosecutors argued that Grant murdered the 3 people closest to him because they threatened to cut off the lifestyle and fantasy he had become addicted to. And for many, watching the case unfold, that possibility was deeply disturbing. In 2019, Grant Amato was convicted for the murders of his parents and brother. He was later sentenced to life in prison. But even after the conviction,
I would sentence you to life imprisonment without any possibility of parole.
In the lengthy trial, the jury found the Seminole County man guilty of killing 3 members of his own family.
the case continued haunting people online because beneath the headlines was a terrifying question. How does someone become so detached from reality that they destroy the very people trying their hardest to help them? The Grant Amato case wasn't just about murder. It was about obsession, isolation, and fantasy replacing reality, and the terrifying consequences of an addiction left unchecked. On April 23rd of 2019, new evidence was submitted in the case. The evidence is a letter Grant Amato wrote to the girlfriend of a pod mate at the Seminole County Jail. The handwritten letter is 6 pages long and addressed to Ryan Cooney. Cooney was the girlfriend of a fellow inmate of Amato at the Seminole County Jail. Instead of using the letter to show remorse for what he did to his family, Grant simply penned, "I can't contact the woman I love," showing that even behind bars, his obsession for Sylvie lives on.
His affection for the woman he never met seems to still be intact. He shared how violated he felt when the state showed photos from his computer of the model.
Like, those are things that she made. So those were public for everybody who paid for them. Right. But all those other photos, like all just single shots of her, pretty much all the selfies of her, those were all personal for me. So nobody else has those.
His family spent years trying to save someone they loved, but in the end, their compassion couldn't stop the darkness that consumed him. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like before you go and subscribe for more content just like this. Until next time, I'm John Berry, and I'll see you later.